Feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. It is another Thursday night here, Colby Rebel Live, and what an exciting show I have for you tonight. I am so happy and thrilled to have a few of the Summit students here with me in the studio, and it's going to be a fantastic time. This will probably be the most relaxed they will be over the next 4 days, which is not saying a whole lot, because they're probably nervous that they're live on air. But that's what it's about. When you serve Spirit, it really is being pushed beyond your comfort zone and working through any blocks you have, any self-doubt you have, any worries, the fears. All of it comes percolating up, and we have to let it go in order to kind of see that higher purpose, that bigger purpose of serving Spirit. I've done it. I still do it. And that's the one thing people really don't understand is as you develop, if you are a light worker and you are serving the spirit world, that growth and that development never end, ever. It just changes form a little bit, and what comes up changes, or how you deal with something changes. But we are constantly purging where we are and what we're going through in order for the higher self and spirit. So this is going to be a great night, and I am so excited to have them here. We are going to take callers on air this evening. So get your phone ready. Call in to 323-992-3115. So 323-992-3115. And I think most of you know those rules. Let's turn off all that ringing, blinging, dinging so there's no noise. All external, no Bluetooth, no speaker, no barking husbands or yappy dogs. Crying kids, any of those things, I think put them in a closet, bathroom, anything that suffices for your call. They also, you should hear the show. You will hear a bit of a delay. So just kind of take notice. Well, I'll say your area code. That will be you. Just have your question ready. What would you like to ask? Is that a specific psychic question, or maybe connecting to a loved one? Just for the purposes of this show only. Give me that loved one relationship. Let me know who it is you'd like to connect to, and we'll see what Spirit will do for us, right? That's all we can do here. But, I don't want to delay too much, because I know I've got a few very, very excited students to be here with me. So I'd love to just kind of welcome a few of the students that were able to make it here a day early and into the studio and join me. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good. Yeah. Very, very good. Good. Are you excited to be here?
Yes, very.
Yeah. Good. Nervous?
Extremely.
Good. It's going to be great. But, you've gone through 12 weeks. 12 weeks of evolvement, homework, videos. How are you feeling now? Are you at least are you like glad it's almost over? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Did you feel like you got a lot out of it?
Exhausted and terrified and excited and proud of myself, of all of us, really.
That you survived. Yeah. So do me a favor, speak up as loud as you can, just because you all don't have microphones. So, loud, pretend you're from New Jersey. And that's the thing, not everyone made it through the entire 12 weeks. So you have to be very, very proud of yourself. There are times too, I got to tell you, So I trained under Lisa Williams directly while she was here. And it was we had a few different things. You know how you have the psychic medium? For us back in the day, it was just psychic. Then it was just medium. Then she did psychic medium, so I did psychic medium. I tortured myself. Then I did the master teacher. And I still can't even believe I made it through that. That was 9 months. Can you imagine? 9 months. And it was 2 weeks. So we have 4 days together. That was 2 weeks. And I quit my job. I had no money, no savings. I had just moved into a place twice as much, got a new car. And then it was Lisa moved. So she was in California and she moved to New York. So that changed our summit. Normally it would have been, I could have managed it well. Now I'm like, I was a tax accountant. I think all of you know that. All of you at home probably know that. Well, it was October 15th. I mean, you can't. Listen, there are no extensions for your taxes. There was not going to be an extension for me to have a vacation. My boss was never going to allow it, ever. And I was so upset and so nervous and such a mess. But you have, at some point, you have to make a decision. You have to decide if you are going to serve Spirit or you're just going to settle into your everyday life that you've been doing. And it comes down to that. So you have to give yourself a big pat on the back for getting through 12 weeks and getting through the next 4 days. They're going to be rough. They're rough. They're
already
and it's let me explain why though that they're rough. Because you chose me. No, just kidding. That's probably part of it, to be truthful. But the thing is, because your stuff will still come up over the next 4 days. You may not have a great exercise and you're going to beat yourself. You're going to be in your head. You're going to feel, what am I doing? Why did I come here? I mean, I've done it. You're going to cry sometime. It's a mess. But you just got to get up, show up. Get up, show up. Just remember that. Because on the other side of it, there's such a sense of accomplishment, such a sense of seeing your purpose like you've never seen it before. And it really becomes so much more clear. And even through its struggles, there's also these unbelievable, glorious moments where you feel excited, or you're in the right place, or you're just around people that don't think you're crazy. I mean, imagine that. For the next 3 days. Now, the 4th day doesn't count. That's testing. So your sitters, they may think you're crazy. I can't. Because they're like the real world. They really are. But for the next 3 days, you're going to be with a group of peers. Just imagine this. Because a lot of you have been on the journey mostly by yourself. Yeah. Mostly, right? Yeah. You're going to be in a room with, 20 other people that have the same experience as you, or they understand what you're going through, or they can relate. So you're not going to feel alone. You're not going to feel like it's going to be like, okay, there might be something wrong with me, but there's something wrong with them too. So this is okay. Right. Yeah. What do you think is your biggest challenge? What was your biggest challenge? Do you think over this past 12 weeks? Trust?
100%.
Trust in yourself, or trust in Spirit?
Trust in Spirit is there.
Okay.
I get in the way all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I can tell you, when I'm reading homework, I read a lot of homework. So much homework.
Thanks, Colby.
So much homework. But as I, and again, a little bit is from my Jersey background. Definitely my upbringing, for sure, but a lot of it too is 7 years in this work, and I teach a lot, and this is my 4th summit teaching. So I'll sit there and read the homework. Yep. Excuse. Yep. Okay. So I'm so it's like a filter. Excuse. It's up to them what they work through it. So I'm in some ways the least sympathetic, because I'm like, nope, excuse. So, but you work through it. You realize, right? You can look back, watch. If you ever are courageous enough, go back to your week 1, week 2, week 3 homework, you'd be like, oh. And a year from now, you're gonna look at your homework. I can't believe I dumped all that on Colby. I read all this homework, 20 people of how they loathe their life and how it's been the worst week ever. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there holding the space for 20 students, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I can handle this anymore.
You're a priestess.
I almost gave up. No, it's a lot though. But it's a lot. But I've also been there. So being there, I think if you're going to learn from someone, you definitely have to learn from someone, I believe, that's been there and understands it from the ground up. And all of the challenges. And but you did it. You did it. I think for the hardest part is over. Right? The hardest part is over. You're going to have the training days, but they're really good though. You're going to learn so much through them. The testing day is just awful. It is. It's awful. I'm not even going to but at the same time, it's like you will do it. I will train you enough and get you prepared enough. I'm not going to throw you to the wolves. You did that to yourself by picking me. But I will make sure I will get you there. Like, you'll be surprised. Some of you, a lot of the homework, I don't know. There are 45-minute test sessions. That's what they have. They have 3 45 minutes. And, some of them are like, I can't get past 10 minutes. But you will. You will. I promise you, you will see. Last summit, 20-some students, not one student got up early from their chair in all 3 test readings. Not one student. So think about that. You will get there. So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't worry. And your worst case scenario is that you go home and say, "Man, I don't want to do that anymore." But it's not going to happen. You're gonna want more. You're gonna want that. You're gonna just. It's so addictive. I'm so in love with Spirit. I'm so passionate about it. Gosh, all I want to do is they're all I think about. We talk. It's kind of weird, probably, but
It's more fun this
we're
way.
very bonded. Me and the team. But you'll see. You're gonna have a great time. So I want to thank you for making the time and making the effort to be here. I know you had traffic. I know some of you just flew in. I know some of you had other things you probably could have been doing. So I think it's outstanding that you are here tonight to have this experience. So thank you.
Thanks for
You're
having
welcome.
us.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take some callers on air. Remember, everybody, that number is 323-992-3115, and just have your question ready, and we will kind of go from there. Let us start with, how about number 4, 310? That's a local number. Hey, 310, you are on the air. Who is this?
Hi, this is Chris.
Hi, Chris. How you doing, honey?
Good. Thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, what can I do for you tonight?
Excited to talk to all of you.
Yay! They're a great group.
All right, you guys are up for a challenge. So my mom passed away March 31st, which was so sad. And I talk to her all the time. And I'd like to reach out to her and see if you guys can help me with that. But my husband said something to me yesterday which made me so sad. He said, I don't think you should talk to your mom anymore because maybe you're keeping her here and she needs to move on.
No. All right, Chris. First of all, I would think about divorce at this point. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
No, he doesn't know. That is like the man with the remote in front of the TV talking. All right? And I get it, but that's not how it works. Not even close to how it works. First of all, your mom loves you dearly, but you do not have the power to keep her here. All right? Her soul is highly intelligent. Her soul is already on the other side. Okay? She's choosing to tap into your realm to connect and communicate with you. So you talking to her. So what I want you to realize, you talking to her is actually you raising your vibration to meet her. She lowers her vibration then to connect with you. But she's not stuck. Mm-hmm. She's not stuck in the physical realm by talking to you. She's in the spirit realm, okay? So he just needs to know that. That's, I got to give him credit.
It made me so sad or perplexed. I just didn't know how to take it.
Yeah, but girl, we know not to ask men for advice. I mean, come on now. You wouldn't even ask him if your outfit looks good. You think you're going to take advice on what your mom is thinking with him?
True, no. She'll just tickle him while he's sleeping or something and haunt him. So you better watch out.
Here's the one thing with it. Here's the, to his credit, he cares about you and he cares about her. In a way, that was a very loving thing for him to say. He wants to make sure, think about that. Your husband wants to make sure his mother-in-law is okay and that she's at peace. That's why he said it. He just doesn't understand the mechanics of it, and that's fine. That's okay. You're not keeping her here, and I don't want you to think about it. But she is really fun. I think she's got a fantastic sense of humor, so I think she would laugh at him a lot. I think she thought he was the kit and caboodle. Is that right?
This is very true.
Yeah, and I think, too, is she smaller or is he just larger? Because I see her, I see him almost protecting her in a lot of ways, or taking care of her, doing things for her. Is that right?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Yeah. Is he a larger man? Is your husband a larger man? Just because I keep seeing him be manly as far as, listen, small men can be manly, but I get the impression he's
he's not.
He's up on a ladder. He's fixing things.
Yeah. He's been fixing some things lately, but no, he's probably 5'8" in stature, so smaller that way. But they were best friends. So
yeah, I gotta tell you, she thinks he's bigger than life. I mean, there's definitely an essence of him being big or big around her and important. And I really feel like. She felt like she could rely on him. There's a strength about him, and there's an authenticity about him she really, really, really liked. She, it's funny. She's religious, is that right? Or I saw a cross. Is there a connection to religion with her?
I mean, she probably believed in it and used to go to church, but not so much in years, just too busy.
Yeah. Do you have a cross from her, or does someone have a connection to a cross that she gave them? Well, there is. I'm going to give you the yes. You just have to find out, because I know that there is. I bet you someone's got a cross. It's either in the house or someone's got it, but there's a cross, I believe, from her, or would have been in her place, that now somebody else has.
And do you feel like when you leave your home and you travel around the world, do the spirits come with you? Is Mom traveling around with me?
Oh, they love to travel. If you gave me a free ticket around the world, girl, I'm going to come with you too, right? So, of course, they have the ability. So that's the interesting thing. The soul is not... See, we keep thinking of physical limitations, what our physical body can do, but they have no more limitations. So that soul can be anywhere with you at any time and anywhere around the world. And I just feel like with her, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of connection. There's a lot of making sure everybody's okay. I also think that that's why she's around a lot too. She likes to oversee things, your mom, all right? And so she likes to make sure everybody's okay. You understand that?
Yep.
Yeah. And I know she loves you and takes care of you. I know you guys were very close as well, not just your husband. I know she's very, very close to you as well. But I believe you got to look for this cross for me. She keeps so she's telling me I'm right. So it's got to be, someone's got to have it. Do you also have a sister? Is that correct? Is there another sibling?
Brothers.
Okay, you have brothers. She gives me the feeling too. I know she's very close to you and she loves you, but she gives me the feeling of I think she's tender with the men. She's tender with them. She's not as hard on them as she is on the girl. You know, I think she's a little stricter with you than she is with the boys. But she gives me the feeling of being able to laugh, being able to joke, being able to be a part of things. And I feel like there's an illness prior to her passing, because I do feel like she's bedridden, or there's a sense of being bedridden as well. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do I answer you more about that, or do I just let you?
Well,
see. I mean, I could tell you, or.
Well, that would be the idea, since I just told you. It's called a conversation.
So, she basically was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer around March 7th, and she passed March 31st.
Yeah. So just know that I think in a way if we got to look at the positive side of things, I think in a way it's a good thing that it was kind of quick, because she is so spunky. Yeah. I mean, you're not dealing with a lazy lady. You're dealing with a spunky, feisty, fiery lady, you know? And I don't think she liked to sit. I don't think she liked to be busy. So, in a way, it's a really good thing, because I feel like this isn't for, because I think she had this, but she didn't think she had it. She didn't let herself believe she had it. Do you know what I'm saying? So she kept herself busy for a couple of years. And I think that that's a really good thing about it, right? And then one last thing. One last thing is she showed it to me a little too quickly. I believe there's things. I believe there's a dish. I believe it's a dish from your home, from her home, that you now have in your home, or you took. I feel like it's a dish. That's what I keep saying. So it's either a bowl or a dish that you have out, and she's letting me know you took it from her. You took it from her house. So I believe when you help take some things, you have some of her things in your place. Is that correct?
Yes, we do.
Do you have a bowl, or is there a dish or something on a table, or laid out, maybe not in a cabinet? I feel like it's not in a cabinet.
Well, I did just get a new bowl that on the recent trip that I was thinking of her on.
Oh, got it. So she's letting you know she's with you. She's letting you know she was with you on that trip, and that is on the counter?
It is, and I swear to God, the garbage can just opened, and I seriously feel like my mom is making my motion since her garbage can open.
You see?
When she wants me to know she's with me.
Yeah, you see that?
But she's saying yes.
And she's acknowledging the bowl. See, she's acknowledging the bowl. I got goosebumps. That's always acknowledgement as well. All right, so here's the deal. Talk to your brothers. I believe that there's a cross. I don't know why she keeps talking about this. I don't know if it's at if there's a memorial where there's a cross, or there's a cross on the. She keeps showing me a cross. So either on the card of her passing, there's
her last rites were with a rosary I bought at the Vatican, and her husband has that cross, and he's very sentimental about that rosary. So that's maybe the only cross that I can think of right now that has like symbolism for her. Maybe she's referencing him because he has that rosary.
Oh, girl.
I don't know.
You're driving me crazy. Yes, that's what it is. What do you think I've been talking about for 20 minutes with you? I'm so glad it connects. Did the trash can just open up again?
Yeah, I know, right? No.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, there you go. You know Mom's around. She's letting you know she's around. She's obviously loving the travel. She loves the Vatican, so we might have to take a trip back there.
Yes.
She wants you to enjoy your... Wait. She says she wants you to enjoy your life, but your husband is always right. So there is something about what he says in an argument that she'll take his side, okay?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'd like to ignore both of them sometimes.
Well, the problem is now they're teaming up on you, so now you're really in trouble. Anyhow, sweetheart,
I know.
I hope that helps. Lots of
thank
love to
you.
you. Okay.
Yes, Mom just had a great time in Switzerland with me, so I really felt her spirit.
Well,
so, yes.
she's loving that bowl, and lots of love to you, honey. Okay.
Oh, thank you guys, and God bless your students too. You guys keep up the great work.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye. Bye.
So that's what you deal with. All right. That's what you. No cross. None that I could think of. Well, you sure? Because it's just, no. I mean, there's one from the Vatican that we gave her last rights to that her husband had. Okay. I said, someone in the family. Oh, yeah. So that's what what happens is, so we get glimpses of what Spirit's giving us, right? And again, I think the reason you and I can have a full-on conversation back and forth, fluid. But I believe with Spirit, although we do the best we can to make it fluid, I don't quite believe it's as fluid as a physical because we're kind of on different vibrations. So it's kind of like when your phone is going through a weird zone and it blah, 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 right? That sort of thing where it's silent for a few minutes and you don't know if you disconnected the call. I think it's somewhat like that. So we're working. They want to connect with us. They want to talk to us and we want to talk to them. But they're giving you these images or these words or these thoughts or these feelings. And then you have to put it together. And then your sitter, they have ideas and thoughts of things that they're thinking of or that they want to hear or that it's their perception. And so it's connecting that. So sometimes there's psychic amnesia. Sometimes it connects later. So you have to keep trusting that. You saw when I got that cross, I didn't just drop it, right? Some people, you'll get something and the person says no. They throw it out like it is on fire. That never happened. And they'll keep going. But I brought it up, 3 or 4 times because I knew we just got it. We just had to make it. So I am so happy that she got there with us. All right. How about 714? Number 6714. Hello. Hi there. Who is this?
My name's Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Thank you. What can I do for you tonight?
So I'm a mom, wife. I work, and these past few months I've felt really mentally, physically, spiritually defeated.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see my spirit guide, can just steer me in the right direction and kind of just get over this hump that I've been in for the past few months.
Yeah, and your babies are young, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me, Elizabeth, so a couple things that I get right away. Now, I cannot diagnose, sweetheart, right? But
yes.
Let me give you what I'm getting around it. There's 2 things I believe happening. One is a little bit, how young is your youngest baby? Is that under a year old or something like that?
Yes, he's 8 months.
Yeah, because 2 things I was getting, a little bit of that postpartum depression, I feel like, was one of the first things I got. All right, so that is one thing that I'm feeling. So you may want to seek, professional advice to see the best way to kind of take care of that. All right. Now, Sylvia's a mom, right, Sylvia?
I am.
So, Sylvia, real quick, honey, sweetheart, hang on for me, Elizabeth. Sylvia, have you ever experienced anything like that also after the birth?
Yes, I have.
And is there any, just from your personal experience, any advice that you can offer her?
I would say surrounding yourself by other moms who can relate to you exactly how you are. You don't have to hide anything. You don't have to make anything better. You don't have to have any answers whatsoever. Surround yourself with support and seek more support as much as you need.
Okay, good. Because having that practical experience is good. I do not have kids, Elizabeth. But what I want to say about that, so that's one thing. Now, the second part to this, okay, and this is the trickier part, and this is the part where I do think your team is coming in. And I believe being a mom is fantastic and an excellent mom and wife. I also believe that you have another purpose and another calling. So what happens is if your soul is not speaking, you're going to feel sad. You're going to feel depressed around that as well. So I believe that you're probably not meant to be like a full-time mom. Like I believe that you're meant to be of service in some way. So I believe that, you helping others or giving back or partaking, there's something for you to offer. And I feel like that. And I know like having kids and I was like a pause on all of that, right? Pause on my whole life. But I feel like what I want you to do is start listening to that. What am I meant to do? How can I help others? And I bet you, well, I'm not going to bet you, but I will because I'm going to win this one. Bet you $100 that this experience that you are going through, I bet you has to do with how you are meant to help other people. So as you go through this, as you have these dark moments, right, I really want you to kind of understand why you're having it and ask yourself, talk to your guides, meditate through it, write it out. Because I bet you more than anything, as a healer, you're going to use this to help others. So there's a part of that.
I'm at a point where, I used to speak to spirit and I would feel it and I'd go to church and I don't feel my spirit with me, if that makes sense. I don't feel the spirit inside me and I'm just like,
listen, here's the thing.
I want to open up, but I can't.
Well, there's a couple things. You're not feeling spirit inside of you because you were feeling a baby and you had a baby sucking the living life out of you for 9 months, right? And, those little babies, it's a beautiful life, but little energy vampire in there taking up all your time and energy and making sure you're tired, they're throwing up, you're dizzy. And, that's a little energy. You're breeding energy vampires. And then, so you can't, you're at a really realistic, it's a realistic vibration. I think you got to be a little easier on yourself and not expecting yourself to be in this super high vibration. You're getting through life at the moment. Now, you're also dealing with, is the baby sleeping through the night? Does the baby need to be fed and changing? Like, you're adjusting. Yeah. And I think you got to give yourself, you got to be a little more patient with yourself. I 100% believe that you will be connecting with spirit. I believe wholeheartedly it's going to come back. It's going to come back with a vengeance. You're going to feel it. You're going to train some more. And I believe you're going to do it somewhat in your life somehow as you're raising your beautiful family. And
alrighty.
On a psychic note, though, you got to get through this because you're going to have another kid. So you're going to have to work through this. I don't think the second one will be as hard, though. This one's really difficult. Okay. Is this your first baby, sweetheart?
No, this is my third, but my two oldest are in school independent. I'm sorry, and I've we were doing fine. So it's just, I feel like my whole core is just shook all over again. I feel like it is my first baby.
Yeah, it is in that way. And you had just kind of gotten into the idea that you could have your own life. And then I'm telling you, little energy vampire comes in and says, no, you're not. No, you're all mine. I own you. But just, you're going to be okay, honey. And I don't want it. I think it's beautiful. And I think it's beautiful that this little soul chose you and your husband. All right. And that's a beautiful thing. Right. And I think you're going to learn a lot. And I believe that that connection is going to come back. So just, allow yourself, like Sylvia is saying, get around friends, relax, build that community with yourself. And in a way, she's got a great point. That community you had with those first two, it's a whole different community. You got to get back out there and find new friends with newborns now.
Right, I understand.
And now this little thing is going to need its own sibling, right? Because the two older ones, they have each other. So I'm telling you, there's a fourth kid coming.
Alrighty.
It's going to be okay. I don't want you to worry, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Colby. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. You guys do wonderful things for us, out here, and it's always a pleasure to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, everybody, if you want to call in, 323-992-3115. A couple things coming up that I do just want to announce. In October, just so you know, if you do platform is reading in front of a group. It's a little more advanced. You can join me in October for a weekend, October 19th, October 20th. It's a 2-day workshop in which we hone and develop your gifts. That one. And that's, you can join me in LA. I'm expecting to see some of these faces again, not calling out any names, Tawny, April. Yeah. Anyhow, the other thing too is on the 26th of April, this is a beginner's class. And October 26th is a beginner's class. I don't teach them too often, but every once in a while, like maybe twice a year, I'll teach a beginner's class. So this is a great opportunity if you just kind of want to figure out what all of this is about. Come join me. But the most important thing, this Monday in LA are our test readings. Now, they are almost sold out. We almost have there may be 1 or 2 spots left, but I don't want it to discourage you. I want to put you on the wait list. If you don't get a spot, put yourself on that wait list, because things come up, things happen. I need more people, and you get a free reading, and it's amazing, and you're gonna have a great time, and then you get to give feedback, which is really exciting and fun. They all can't wait. I can see it on their faces. They can't wait. But you can choose a psychic, or you can choose a medium, or a hybrid. A hybrid is both. You're allowed to sign up for more than one. So that you have to be in person, though. That's the only way these work. And it is a Monday. So you may get the flu on Sunday night and have to call out of work Monday, right? That may happen, and that's okay. But anyhow, come and join us, and look for that. It's on the events page on my Facebook. So let us get back to a caller here. How about number 7760? Hey, 760, you are on the air. Who is this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. What can we do for you tonight, honey?
I was just calling to I call usually once a year and try to connect with my dad.
Oh, got it. Okay, wonderful, sweetheart. So let's get a couple things straight. Would you understand your dad? The first thing I got, though, is your dad would stand right up for you. Like, I think he's energetic. What's the word I'm looking for? He's actually a good friend of yours. Like, he was a dad that would talk to you, a dad that would hang out with you. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Do you understand your dad being strong? Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you understand him? Do you understand him being vocal? Like, when he wants something or wants something done. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you understand him having his rules? Does that make sense? Or he feels like he's got rules. But does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
That makes more sense that he feels like it.
And so what I saw him was like in a recliner, and then he would stand up when he wants something.
Yeah, pretty much.
You understand that? Okay. All right. So.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And then what I also get around him is respect. I believe there's an element of respect that he likes. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. There's also I believe that there's either a heart connection to him or something in the lungs or heart as well. Would you know that about him or around his passing?
Yeah. He just kind of everything kind of just shut down.
Okay. He also gives me the feeling where I believe he's a proud person. Like, I get a sense that he's a proud person. So I get a sense that he's not going to whine or complain about this. Like, I believe like he kind of kept a lot of that in. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, he tried to like prepare us by like distancing himself.
Yeah, but I also, one of the things about it is, but see, I think too, like, there's a couple of things I want to share with you, because I think in your experience with him, there was always a little bit of distance, or maybe like I'm the dad, you're the kid, right? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
And not a ton of words. Like, I don't think there's a ton of like, oh, I love you, cupcake. Like, I don't think there's a ton of that happening. But I can tell you, like, from the other side, he comes through, like, so this is what's fascinating. You can kind of see who he was in the living. But in the spirit world, I'm getting a man who's so warm, and his heart is warm, and there's a lot of love for his kids. Like, he gives me a strong sense of wanting to be, he wanted to be strong for you in your life, but he also had so much love for you. Like, I think that that's one thing you definitely should know about him. I mean, maybe you just don't, I don't know if you really realize that. You know what I'm saying?
I always thought he wanted to, but it was just he was an alcoholic, and it just took over him. But I know he meant well.
He definitely meant well, and he also I know he meant well. And I also know. Can we just? Is it okay if I say everything, sweetheart? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Would you also know though? He gives me a sense where I believe his alcoholism kind of created the passing or the illness around the passing. Is that right? Or do you not know?
Is exactly right. Yeah.
Okay. And then do you also know, I feel like would he also raise his voice or
yeah.
kind of get angry? Is that right? Like he would get angry
yes.
if you've been drinking a lot? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're also small. I think he drank even when you were younger. Is that correct? Do you remember that?
Oh. Yes.
Okay. Because I kind of keep seeing, he shows me like you would maybe come in from school or come in. And it's a little like you have to kind of see what mood he's in. Do you understand that? Like, okay. And I know he wants to apologize for this. So like this kind of person that you understand him to be is not really who he is now. And I think there's a lot to it where I don't believe he understood. I don't think he was in a time where he thought to get help or knew how to get help. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it was real. He doesn't quite seem like that would have been real relevant for him. And again, that pride coming in. No, he's very proud. And I think, too, that has to do with why he's strict. I think he was strict because it was the only control he had over anything. And right. I felt like when he had been drinking too much and he lost control, I believe for him, it's almost like I don't want people to see me. I don't want them to see the true me. So I think he would put on this facade of being stronger, blah, blah, blah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. His entire family didn't really know because they live in a different state. And so he totally had them fooled.
Yeah.
And, not me because I'm...
You lived
here. For the record, he never hit me or anything. I just don't want to think that.
No, that's not it, honey. I just see more of a more emotional, like not sure what's going on and things like that. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Right. But I do know that I just got to tell you, he definitely tells me that he loves you, and he definitely gives me a sense of telling you how much work that he's been doing and how much he loves how warm you are. That you're not jaded, that you haven't let it, that you're finding peace with it. And he loves how loving you are.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a ring from your dad, honey? Do you have a ring?
No, I don't even know if he had a ring.
I keep seeing a ring or something around your neck. I actually see a ring, but it's around your neck. You don't have a necklace or a ring or a gift from him at all?
Mm-mm.
You wearing a necklace?
I'm wearing a necklace, but not anything from him.
What's on the necklace?
It's like a one bar necklace that says mama.
Okay. There's something about it. I don't know. He's definitely bringing me to a necklace and a ring on a necklace. So sometimes that's around the rearview mirror.
I can ask his mom. Maybe she has something from him.
Yeah, do you mind asking? Because he's acknowledging it. So I feel like there's definitely a connection there. And then you put it in the Facebook comments for me. Can you do that?
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I will.
All right. I appreciate it. And listen, I got to tell you, he's very proud of you. He's very proud that you keep loving. And I know you don't necessarily need his approval, but he's grateful that you listen to him. He's grateful that you're open to him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
All right. You have a good night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye.
You too. Goodbye.
All right. One more call. Let's see. Maybe we can get 2 in. Let's just see how it goes. How about number 8661? Hey, 661. You are on the air.
Hi, Colby.
Hi there. Who is this?
This is Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What can I do for you tonight?
Good. I am calling to see if you might be able to connect with my cousin.
Okay. And what's the name of your cousin?
His name is Tony.
Okay. Okay. Would you understand? Let me just see if this is right. Would you understand, Tony? I kind of got a guy. Doesn't make me feel very old when he passes. So I think he's on the younger side. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Would you understand him either being slim or slick or thinking that he's slick?
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. I'm just kind of curious. I keep seeing a white T-shirt. I don't know if he wore white T-shirts and jeans or if he's just kind of giving me that kind of cool guy look. Does that resonate for you?
It does.
Okay. All right. Do you also yeah, but I think he wears a shirt tucked in because he wants to accentuate his body. He does. He likes his body, this guy.
Yes, and he was a tucker.
Yeah, see? Yeah. But I think he he likes a belt. He likes the jeans to fit good. But
yeah.
Yeah. He also gives me a feeling of being very and I don't mean this. I mean, the word flamboyant is the word that came in, but what I think he means is like charismatic, outgoing, really fun. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Like, just like, hey, yeah, you. Like, there's a flirtiness to him. I think he flirted with everything he said.
He did, and he was the life of the party for sure.
Yeah, do you know if he smoked at all? Was he a smoker?
He was a smoker.
Okay, because I keep feeling like that smoking. I just saw him smoking, but again, I think he thought it was cool. That's kind of what I get around it. He gives me what he reminds me of is like that Tom Cruise from Top Gun. You know, that kind of like, I'm just too cool for you.
Yes, that was him. That was him.
Okay, so that's kind of what I get around him. But I also feel like with him, to me, I believe this is a quick passing or one that's even maybe unexpected. Is that right?
No.
He gives me, let me tell you why I'm getting this. It's almost like the flame is out or the light is out, but it makes me feel like this is quick. It doesn't feel like this is long. Do you understand the end of his life being quicker or the actual passing being quicker?
No.
Can you share with me how he passed so I can understand why he's giving me what he's giving?
Yeah, he passed of complications of age.
Yeah, so he was flamboyant. See, why do you should have validated the flamboyant. Girl, listen. All right, but going into it, I understand why he says the flame is out, or I understand why he's saying that around the passing. Even though it's AIDS, I believe the end, it doesn't matter. I see why he's saying the end is quick. And I also feel like for him, I just believe for him, he had so much to give. He had so much to offer people. And I just feel like no matter what you do, just keep passing on the torch, keep passing on that flame, keep giving it and paying it forward, and keep sharing who he is and sharing his story, because I believe that there's something about him that is effortless, that is all loving, that is fun, and there's a huge lesson in that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
And I'm, believe it, I have to let you go because my show is over, and that went really quick. So I'm so sorry,
yeah.
But I want you to know that
That's all right.
Gives you lots of love, but he keeps shaking his hips at you. So I do hope you know what is.
I love it.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Colby.
Lots of love. All right, thank you so much.
All right,
bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, everybody, that is the end of our show. That's how quick it goes. And I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank my amazing students for coming here, tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Thanks. Yes, you did it. And you guys have a great night. They're going to get some sleep. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great night, everybody.
I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.